iCloud. Here we go. Recording. All right. So now I'm recording. So let's go to, I'm in Matrix. We're going to go to Add Edit. Right? So if you were going to, once the listing is in, you want to make changes to it, you're the only agent, so yours is just going to have you here, and it's going to ask you for your listings. Since I'm the broker, I got whoever's got listings already on here, so you're going to go and find, I would find you if I wanted to edit it for you, but yours is going to have the listing. So example, here's my current, say this was me and I'm not a broker, I would pick the listing of mine that I want to edit right here. Okay, so that's if once it's in, you're going to do that, but it's not. So you go and add edit, and we're going to put in brand new. Okay. Add edit, and we are adding a rental residential listing. Okay.
Okay.
So now we're looking in Westchester County.
Yep.
Do we have a street number?
4 Martine Avenue.
Wait, street name. M-A-R-T-I-N-E. And do we have a unit number?
Number 1609.
1609. Now we're going to look it up. And that's her, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now by doing this, it's going to automatically put everything from tax records is going to go right into the MLS input. So already now it's not me. So do you know your 5-digit, what's your login?
54727.
All right. So there's you right there. You're the listing agent.
How come it has my old email address?
You're going to have to contact them and tell them to change it. Shoot them an email.
Shoot HGAR an email?
Shoot HGAR. It's support@hgar.com.
Okay.
And just tell them, could you please change my email address? And okay, at least your phone number. Most of the time, they end up putting my cell phone number in there. And that's my cell phone number is the office phone, but I don't care. That's fine. Okay, so everything in yellow has to be filled in. If you have other information, if you're doing this with somebody, you'd put their 5-digit number. Usually Donna and Patricia or Isa and Allison would be splitting that one together. And then how we're going to show that place, we haven't decided yet, right? It's going to be a lockbox, or is she going to show it herself?
We're going to, oh, we're not brokers. Yeah, I think she's going to work with me on that. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, so then we're going to go through broker. Otherwise, if it was just putting a super lockbox, you'd put super lockbox and showing assist, which means that they would just go make the appointment on the bottom of the listing. But here, they have to go through you. Appointment phone number, your phone number, 914
760
760
9654.
9654. Okay, showing instructions, call listing broker for instructions and appointment. Buyer agent compensation, 50%. Broker, 0. Negotiate through listing agent. If I'm going too fast, let me know. This is an exclusive right to rent, right? And anybody they got to call you, not the agent. They can't the seller, they got to call you and go through you.
Right.
So anything that's missing, let's just say already, I'm going to submit this listing. It won't go through because I got all these things that are still red flagged. Okay. So everything has to be complete. So now agent information is complete because there's nothing red here. So now we got to go to general. Go to general information, and we've got everything in yellow has to be filled in. You can add anything you want on here. We said 2350. Listing date, we're going to put in A04. How do we have to do that? 20. Expiration date. Did we give it a year? What's it say on the contract? I forgot.
A year. 1 year.
But the date was different on the contract. I think the date was.
I think I changed it to make it. It is April 18th, 21.
4, 4, 1, 8, 12, 20, 21. Rental availability date, we said was going to be
May
May
1.
1st, right? May 1. And legal rental, yes, no.
Yeah, right.
This is an apartment. It's not a co-op. You got to put it on there. If it's a co-op, it's an apartment. You're built 1990, so we don't need lead. Adult community, no. Now you can put in any other information that you want, but what's in yellow, it won't go in. So I go to hit submit listing. General still didn't clear because I still got some stuff on here.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to fill in all this stuff. We need to know the high school. We know it's White Plains. We don't know junior high. We don't know high school. They give you much choice? No. No. Why don't they just fill in then? Okay. Pets. You allowed pets?
Weight restriction.
Okay. So restricted
weight.
weight. There you go. Modifications, none. That's if it's a short sale or broker discloses interest, or there are exclusions like, the seller might have a family member that wants it, and if they want it, they're going to come forward, so and so. So let's submit listing. General still didn't go away, right? Because there was still something missing on here. Stein.
This last on the left here. Well, that we have to figure out.
What was that? It is a apartment building, right?
It's an apartment building, yeah.
Yeah, why is it
Other?
not? I guess it's going to have to be other. It's a big building. Isn't it a big building?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now I just trying to clear one so you can see it goes away. See, general went away now. All right. Now you can go to rooms, etc. So you can mess around with this square foot source 710. Usually we get that from the municipality. It would be challenged if you went to other. So let's say you're taking a listing for a high ranch, and the municipality says it's 1,200 square feet, and downstairs is finished, and they're saying, oh no, I have 1,900 square feet. Then you'd have to put in other and explain it, and then you're going to get a violation notice from MLS that you have to prove that it's legal space. If they've got a C of O for it, then you could send in the C of O and they won't get you a violation. But it has to jive with the tax records.
Okay.
All right. So we don't have any attic. We have a basement. Is there storage, anything like that? Probably no basement. How many baths? One?
One
bath. Half bath or no?
No.
Beds 2 or 1?
One bedroom.
1 bed. Total rooms finished. Bedroom, living room, dining room.
It's all like connected. It's all like the
But
living room,
is it
dining.
a separate dining area, or do you
Dining
eat
area,
kitchen?
yeah.
All right, so
And a kitchen.
bedroom, living room, dining room, kitchen. Anything else? Bathroom doesn't count.
Bathroom doesn't count.
No.
Bedroom, living
That's a
room,
room.
dining room, kitchen. 4.
So 4. Okay. It's always the same numbers. Okay, submit listing. So now we got features, utilities, remarks. Remarks, you don't need remarks, but let's just go to remarks. Here's where you're going to put in agent only remarks saying due to COVID-19, please call for specific showing details, blah, 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 right?
Okay.
That's only agency. That public remarks is amazing, beautiful, penthouse, spectacular, hardwood, whatever. That's where you're going to write that stuff.
Okay.
You can't use what the other agent, I mean, you could kind of use what the other agent listed it in the past if it was listed before, but don't plagiarize, kind of move it around a little bit.
Okay.
Don't worry about directions and branded virtual tour. If you had a link for it, like from VHT, the photography company, or if you had it uploaded to YouTube, that's where you would put in the unbranded. Unbranded means you're not saying, hey, this is Christina from Joe Barata and Company Realty. This is my beautiful house. That's branded. If it's strictly walking through the house with no branding on it, just for Martine, unit 1609, and showing it with no information about you or the company, that's unbranded.
Okay.
So you have to distinguish because they don't let you put branded tours on MLS
Okay.
because they don't want anyone to know it's you. So now let's just say we want an MLS number. So we're going to save this because we don't want to work anymore on it. You can come back in anyway, so I want to show you how to do that. But we're going to save this as incomplete. So now here's our MLS number. So when we finally get it, it's 6035002. Congratulations, first listing for you.
Thanks.
All right. So now here is where you're going to upload the listing docs when you ultimately get it. And if we go into add edit documents, it already has a folder. Now, if you hadn't created a folder for her already, and you just took this from scratch, we already have an existing transaction, right? So you would go here, and we already have, there's the transaction. I'm not going to do it. If you were fresh from scratch and you didn't have a folder yet, like you just had one, then you would create a brand new transaction. It's going to make a new folder for Martine. But since you have one, you're going to dump it in there and you're going to upload onto that. Let's just do it now, pretend. And let's go to Martine, and it's going to ask me to, come on. Hello. Okay. Here comes the folder. And drag and drop. So let's just say you knew where they were and you went and grabbed that listing agreement, wherever it is, I don't know, whatever, just grab this, whatever. I'll delete it afterwards. I'm going to put it in there. It's private. We don't want anybody else to be able to see it. And it is the listing agreement. Update. And now it puts the listing agreement into the docs for that transaction. This would normally say listing agreement. And right now I just grabbed a different document, but it's calling it listing agreement. So that MLS, you have 24 hours to get a listing agreement in here. I'm going to get rid of that so that there's no docs. That's that. So you're going to play around with this, and I could come back in and fix it anyway. So now if you want, when you're ready, let's just go back home, and I'm going to send you this recording when we're done. So now you're ready to go edit it. You're going to go to add edit, and it's just going to say select listing, but it's going to probably just show up because you only have one listing. Right. I'm going to go to Damiano and select listing. There's your listing. So now I'm going to go to edit it. A few things I can do. The document, you can do that later. Manage photos. Very simple. You know how to do this. Browse, add pics from wherever. You're allowed to add as many pics as you want, up to like 35 pics. And then you can actually put them in order. Which one you want is your primary. That's going to be seen on Zillow, Realtor.com, etc. And you could name them. You could write comments under each one of them individually. And then this is the certification that it's your copyright. However, you're relinquishing copyright to MLS. Technically, you own the pics, but we also share copyright with the MLS HCAR, or One Key now. So they own the pics. They did that because there was disputes on people that were putting stuff like in conversion advertising, showing somebody else's pictures, and people were going, hey, wait a minute, I paid a photographer for those pictures. You're not allowed to use them. So we came up with the solution probably 10, 12 years ago that the MLS will co-own the copyright on the photographs. So they don't actually, I'm giving them permission to have copyright. So once your images are loaded, you're gonna have to certify, and pretty much that's just what I explained to you about the copyright.
Okay.
All right, so that's where your pictures are gonna go. And then let's go back here. And then if you wanted to make, it's incomplete right now, so you're still gonna go and add edit, and you're gonna make changes. And you'll see if you were to submit the listing, you still got some stuff missing. So remarks, you're gonna go fill in remarks.
Okay.
And then once you're all done, and when all these red dots are gone and everything's filled in and that's in yellow, then it'll actually say, congratulations, your listing is active.
Okay.
And it'll be live. but not until these are all gone. And there's not much stuff left in here. Utilities, I mean, it's a building, it's not a house. So, you know, it's easy stuff that's left to go. And then the comments. And then later on, you say, oh, you know what? I don't like the order of the pictures. You go back in, add, edit, move the pictures around. Just got to drag and drop them. You want to change the comments, or she says, oh, no, we have central air in there. Okay, great, I'll fix it. And you come over here and you put air conditioning, fix it central air, or window units, or wall units. I don't know what they have in that building.
Okay.
Garbages, I'm sure it's public garbage. They don't pay for it separately, right? It's included. Garbage, water's going to be municipal, and fuel, who knows what that building is, doesn't matter. It mostly matters in a house. Right? Nobody really cares if the building is oil or whatever. And is it baseboard? Is it forced air? That you'll have to figure out either from the old listing or whatever. So you want to finish this on your own? Or you want to do it now? It's up to you.
Yeah, I can do it on my own.
Okay. Heat zones, don't worry about it. There's only one heat zone in the apartment. Electric company, usually going to be Con Edison. I don't know anybody else around here that's going to have that. And like I said, all the extra stuff you could put in here, but it's not required. Just the stuff that is in yellow is required. And then I'm going to save this as incomplete. And then you could go in here. And if you want, before it goes live, or as soon as it's live, let me know and I'll go in and check it. And right now, if you click on that, this is what it looks like as an, oh, okay, it's incomplete. So it's not going to let you see it. But once it is in here complete, then it would show up like any other listing. And it'll show up on our office active listings. That would be 10 at that point.
Okay, so I'm gonna email her and just let her know that she should have gotten another email from that Authentisign.
Right. Please click and sign and let me know. And just if she says something's cut off or whatever, just say, don't worry, once I get it, I can print it and I'll scan it and send you a copy, or I'll send you a PDF of the complete version. Just get your signature on there and stop being a baby. All right. We good?
Sounds good. All right.
Great.
I'm going to text her now.
Okay. Let me know if you need anything else.
Okay.
And